Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now they run the draw play. Physical run earns the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the sack. Using his legs on the scramble. Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. The sure hands. It's Martin. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. It's second down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now...
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, BYU. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And they'll use the ground game here. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looking for a gap. It's Welch. Plays bottled up and the football is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. Looks right for a quick completion. They finally tackle him at the 4. That's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. It's second down and goal now for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at second goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone. So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. He's free around the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position, and now you give up a big gain like this.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights through a tackle. Passes the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And the PAT is good. set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And the Cougars will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. The Cougars will have to kick it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is brought down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. On the run, it's Welch. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Offense in hurry-up mode. As a design quarterback keeper. Has the first down and more. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
First and 10 play coming up. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of it.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's caught. It's Welch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Important second down play coming up. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Motion now from the tight end. On first and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Sets up a third down now for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. A lot of time in the pocket. Now fires over the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Off target with the throw, incomplete. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Brigham Young. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you can hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins.
Point after, up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. That's an important first down on that running play. Going to try to use his legs here. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself. The Yellow Jackets will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to throw it on first down. He's looking deep here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The attempt is no good. He missed it. The game remains tied. The Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They get the second half started with a running play. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening them.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now here comes the bunch formation. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quick pass, the catch is made. The game is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Yellow Jackets will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they will claim the second half lead.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Gets made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And looking to throw now on first down. Snags the quick throw. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, BYU. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Gonna run it. It's Welch. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's that defense shifting again. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. Fighting him off. Look at that powerful running. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, these linebackers better put on their big boy pads today facing a big physical runner like this who can take hits and give them back. The only way they can stop this running back consistently is with multiple defenders trying to bring him down.
And the Yellow Jackets are in the red zone now. As a design quarterback keeper. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Boy, what a day for this quarterback. If you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over 100 yards for the game. And this defense has had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps today.
The Yellow Jackets looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense flexing. They stop him again at the 1-yard line. Now it'll be third down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So they get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. No field goal try here. They're going to try to break the tie with a touchdown in the final quarter. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Both teams come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Receiver in motion now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
4 verticals is a tough scheme to defend, especially if you do not get pressure on the quarterback. He's able to sit back, read the safeties, find the open man, and deliver the football. Huge gain by the offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
The game makes it second and medium. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, another big gain by this quarterback. And not only that, he's now over 100 yards on the ground in this game alone. This defense better do a better job of containing him and maybe adjusting their plan on how to stop him.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. And the Yellow Jackets will have 1st and 10 here. There's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion.
Well, when the dust settles and the game's over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Second down and goal upcoming. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the 4th quarter. So here we go, 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. The defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up and preserve this lead. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? 1st down. We're going to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, hit those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. We're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. It's a touchdown. We are a point after away from overtime here in the national championship.
Chris, this is why we always talk about yards after the catch. He makes this catch. He's nowhere close to getting into the end zone, but his athletic ability allows him to get it in for the touchdown. Now here we are, under 2 minutes to go. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you roll the dice and go for 2 to potentially take the lead?
And the coach says, forget OT. We're going for 2 to take the lead right here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A 1-point game, and now the crucial extra point attempt. They got it! We're all tied up and headed for overtime. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Here's the 2nd down play. A quick throw out left, complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Yellow Jackets will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. To jump in front in OT. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. He's running out of time here. Hit as he released it. He makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And the Cougars come to the line in a hurry up. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's 3rd and goal. They've got just 2 plays left to try to punch it in here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 3rd and goal. He's going to try to throw for it. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
How about this? A 2-point conversion now with the ballgame on the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's intercepted, a crucial overtime mistake. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.